This is the Star Wars Rogue One from the show Rebels, Hera Syndulla's A-Wing. The set, the vehicle and figure set, is part of the first wave of the Class 2 vehicles for the new Rogue One toy line. As you can see, it's part of the Rogue One toy line, but it is a Rebels set, Rebels vehicle, because Hera is obviously part of the show. Hera Syndulla, Phoenix leader. She's part of the Phoenix Squadron, and she discovered. She was a brilliant pilot. She got discovered, and here she is. Here's the figure and the ship. The figure. Let's start with the figure. The figure looks great. Here's the original from the 2-pack. Looks the same. I think they just remolded the legs to make it spread further apart, so she'd occupy more space in the cockpit. She wouldn't be swimming around. Everything seems to be the same. The gun seems to be the same. Arms, the head sculpt. I think they just glued on. The helmet is glued on. It's not removable. It's very difficult to see if it does have the ear. No, it does not. He does not have the earmuffs. So I guess they remolded the head, and they just glued on this visor piece, this helmet, to make it look like she's wearing a helmet. So very, very nice. Articulation is limited, which sucks. 5 points of articulation. But that's okay. The colors seem to be the same. A little bit more matte jumper color, or matte orange. This is a little bit glossy and shiny. This is matte, which is nicer. I think it's a nicer figure. This one's not so bad though. It's hard to see the face unless you remove it, but it looks like the face is also well painted, not as kooky looking as that one. So that's pretty cool. So we'll put her back in. The way I did so she doesn't swim around is because if you just put it like that, she's going to be swimming around inside the cockpit. So what you do is you fold up the legs like that, and then you press down on the arms so the arms are touching the seat, and that'll keep, well, almost. Let's see. Yeah, and that'll she's really going to be swimming inside this cockpit. Okay, how about that? A little bit higher. Will it still close? Why is it not closing now? Is it too high? Okay. Ah, there you go. So it's stuck there. So it's a nice little sculpt. I like it. I actually like it. The gun is visible, which kind of sucks. And a lot of hollow pieces. There, the side blasters are hollow, but it's a nice sculpt. It should be a little bit bigger, I think. Here he is with his race speeder and the mini B-wing fighter, or U-wing, no, B-wing fighter. It should be a little bit bigger, I think. Should be the size of the old Jedi Starfighters. I don't know, but they G.I. Joe-ified the size. That's my term. They shrunk it, but it still fits the scale, 3.75 inch, and I thought it was okay. I thought they did a good job with scaling it down just a notch. So not too bad. The paint apps came out great, wonderful, very accurate to the show. I'm glad there's no blast marks and all that. There is one piece of sticker, which you'll have to be very careful when you open that small packet, that small plastic packet, and take out the warning and the scan code, and these are the instructions. And here's the sticker. You stick it right there, and it comes in this. It's very tiny decal sheet, and you could easily lose this or throw it away. So just be very careful when you're opening that packet, and make sure you find this one. And when you stick it, excuse me, put down the camera. It looks like Kanan. Like Kanan running off in the moonlight or something like that. I don't know, they got a thing together, I think. And yeah. It might be a little pain if you lose it. So just be very careful with it. Okay, now on to the gimmick. The Nerf missiles, or darts, Nerf darts, can store underneath. Just kind of makes it look corny. You take one out, plug it in, and you can press it. If you don't plug it in, you can't move this, I guess. It's like a safety thing. Or, I don't know, that's a gimmick. You lock it in place. It's a little bit tight. this thing will spring out, and you push this button and fire away. Ow! It is. It's not that painful, but it's a little bit caught me by surprise. But it has some force to it, so let me do that again. So you can't push this unless you plug one in. Push it. Let's see how strong it is. See how strong it is. Wow. So to make sure you don't point it at anybody's face or body for that matter, you can do some serious damage with it. So anyway, that's that. It's a great set. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Wonderful set. One of the things you might want to pick up if you're a big fan of the Rebels show. This has been the Star Wars from the Rogue One toy line. Star Wars Rebels, Hera Syndulla's A-Wing. Thanks for watching.